Today you join me in front of a very exciting vehicle. This is the Dodge Hornet, Dodge's first new vehicle in a long time. Based off of the Alfa Romeo Tonale, this is Dodge's answer to the ever-growing small compact SUV market. Does this vehicle make any sort of dent in that market? Let's find out. Of course, the Dodge Hornet is a very new vehicle, and a lot of people did not expect to see it here at the DC Auto Show this year. So very cool car. If you want to see this vehicle, try to stop by before the end of the show. And if you can't make it this year, that's no big deal. Next year, around late January, the show will be running again, bigger and better than ever. Now let's get into it. You join me here at the front of the Hornet, and if you've seen the front of any other Dodge, this should look pretty familiar to you. Of course, you have the classic Dodge Rhombi on the front here, as well as LED headlights, daytime running lights, and automatic high beams. And one last cool feature to mention is that these hood vents are actually functional. Moving along to the side of the Hornet, first let's talk about these wheels. Standard on the Hornet, you're usually going to get 17-inch wheels. However, these are the 18-inch Abyss wheels. Very dark color, and they make these nice red brake calipers contrast a lot better. If you want even better brakes, you can upgrade to the RT trim, which will give you Brembo brakes. Moving back, you have the black badge in here of a Hornet. Very cool, and it ties in with the rest of the gloss black on this exterior, and I really like that look. Of course, these mirrors are power folding, and on a compact SUV like this would make a great city car, and when you're trying to park in those narrow streets, having the power folding mirrors is a great feature, especially at a price point of just under $30,000. Of course, this color is the blue steel color, and I think it contrasts very well with the gloss black features. You join me at the back of the Dodge Hornet, and the first thing I want to talk about is the gloss black detailing back here on the name and the badge of the vehicle. That really matches the gloss black aesthetic they have going around the whole vehicle and really ties the look together. You also have the light up rhombi here in the light bar. These are also LED taillights, very nice to see. Lifting the tailgate, you can get power as an option on this vehicle. In the rear, you're gonna find 27 cubic feet of storage space, and if you fold that second row down, you're gonna get about 55 cubic feet of storage space. You also have some cigarette lighter outlets back here, but one of the best features is the ability to pull this little latch down. And what this would allow you to do is fit skis or something longer through the vehicle, which is a very nice feature to see. A lot of manufacturers just stick with the basic 40-60 split. So if you have long pieces of wood or skis, you can't fit them through. But with this, you can. Of course, if you want to get in a look in exclusive vehicles like the Dodge Hornet, we encourage you to stop by the DC Auto Show. If you can't make it this year, definitely go next year. It's going to be bigger and better than ever, and you can expect that to be around late January. And of course, if you're liking this video, be sure to like and subscribe for weekly automotive content. Let's get back into it. On the interior of the Dodge Hornet, while this area might not be as luxurious as some higher end vehicles, you can tell Dodge really put a lot of time and effort into this interior. Between the red contrast stitching along the front of the vehicle to the pores in the seats and the Dodge Rhombi on the back of the seats, Dodge really made the interior of this vehicle their own. Not only is it visually appealing, but it also has a lot of really good tech. You have the fully digital gauge cluster up here, as well as a 10.25-inch infotainment screen. Some other cool tech is a USB-A and a USB-C port, as well as a cigarette lighter outlet. You also have a space for an optional wireless charger if you so choose. As for the safety, some of the safety features on the Dodge Hornet include pedestrian detection, rear cross traffic alert, blind spot monitoring, and lane keep assist. Some other cool tech features you'll find are drowsy driver recognition, where the vehicle will tell if you're too tired based off of your driving and tell you to pull over if necessary. You'll also find adaptive cruise control, a 360 camera, parallel and perpendicular parking assist, which are very nice to see on a vehicle at this price point, and adaptive cruise control. Under the hood of the Dodge Hornet, you'll find the Hurricane 4 2-liter turbo inline-4 engine. This is going to produce about 268 horsepower and about 295 pound-feet of torque. And Dodge brags that this makes it the fastest compact SUV for under 30K. With a top speed of 140, that might be true. The back of the Hornet is a really nice space. Of course, you have a lot of those same red interior accents from the front, and you also have good functionality. You have a USB-A and C port, which is very nice to see future-proofing in the back of the Hornet. Of course, we mentioned earlier you can fold down a center area to stick longer items through, and that'll really help you is you don't lose 2 full-size seats. So if you need to, say, take skis somewhere or drive some lumber home, You can stick it through and not lose these 2 full-size seats and keep the whole squad with you. Overall, I'd have to say this is a very nice rear seating area. Overall, the Dodge Hornet is a very weird car. I know both me and Jake were a bit apprehensive about it because this isn't really what Dodge does. This vehicle is honestly quite practical. It's affordable, it has a lot of very good tech for that price range, and it still has a good amount of power. That's really not what Dodge is. They're known for their muscle cars that aren't practical, lack traction control, the engine might be a little too big. But that's not what this is. This is a very good vehicle, and for this price point, I could highly suggest it. And of course, if you like to see exclusive vehicles like this and want to see more, please stop by the DC Auto Show. There's a lot of really cool vehicles here, as you can see behind me. If you can't make it this year, definitely make it next year. It'll be running around late January, and you can definitely expect to see tons of cool vehicles.